Hello and welcome to this edition of Sports News. I'm Rukma. Let's begin with the top sports stories we're tracking at this hour. All India Football Federation appoints Croatian Igor Stimac as new head coach of men's senior national team. Stimac has been given a 2-year contract with the Indian team. Former Indian women cricketer GS Lakshmi becomes first female to enter ICC's international panel of match referees, set to take charge with immediate effect. Johnny Bairstow smashes century as England beat Pakistan by 6 wickets to take 2-0 lead in ODI series. Credits IPL for raising his game after match-winning ton. And Antoine Griezmann to leave Atletico Madrid at end of season. Reports in Spanish media link his move to Barcelona, a team he refused last summer. And now for our top story. Johnny Bairstow smashed a sensational century as England chased down 359 to beat Pakistan by 6 wickets. In the third one-day international at Bristol, Bairstow clubbed 128 from 93 balls, supported by 76 from Jason Roy, Joe Root's 43 and an unbeaten 46 by Moeen Ali. It meant England completed their second highest run chase in ODIs and best at home with more than 5 overs to spare. Asked to bat first, the tourists piled on 358 for 9, led by Imamul Haq's composed 151. But Pakistan had no answer to Bairstow's assault, England taking a 2-0 lead without rested trio Joss Buttler, Adil Rashid and Jofra Archer. The home side can seal victory in the 5-match series, their final one-day internationals before the World Cup begins on 30th May at Trent Bridge. And former Indian women cricketer GS Lakshmi has become the first female to be appointed to the ICC International Panel of Match Referees. The 51-year-old, who first officiated as a match referee in domestic women's cricket in 2008-9, has overseen 3 women's ODI matches and as many women's T20 international games, following close on the heels of Claire Polosak, who earlier this month became the first ever woman umpire to stand in a men's ODI. Lakshmi will be eligible to referee international games with immediate effect. Kavinder Singh Bisht produced another lion-hearted performance in the finals of the 56 kg category of Asian Boxing Championship but had to settle for silver. Bisht, who had upstaged reigning world champion Kairat Yaraliev of Kazakhstan in his quarterfinal contest, lost to an Uzbek in Mirazizbek Mirzalilov, a unanimous decision. The boxer from Uttarakhand fought with a bandage over his right eye but did not back down from going for the offensive.
इस वक्त मेरे साथ मौजूद है कविंदर बिष्ट, जिन्होंने एशियन बॉक्सिंग चैंपियनशिप में बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन किया है। आइए उनसे पता करते हैं कि उनकी आगे की क्या रणनीति है, क्योंकि ओलंपिक का साल है, ओलंपिक क्वालिफायर का साल है, तो एशियन चैंपियनशिप के बाद उनका क्या करने का प्लान है। जो आपकी कैटेगरी है 56 केजी कैटेगरी है, बहुत ही टफ कैटेगरी मानी जाती है। इस कैटेगरी में बहुत गौरव बितूरी भी है और दूसरे और भी खिलाड़ी जी हुसामुद्दीन भी है। तो आपको लगा कि ये इतना आसान नहीं है क्योंकि बहुत इतने खिलाड़ी है, तो हाउ डिड इट हैपन एंड आपका ये टूर्नामेंट में बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन?
मुझे वेट से प्रॉब्लम थी, मतलब वेट कम करने में प्रॉब्लम होती थी, तो मैंने उस वजह से चेंज किया है ये वेट। पता तो था कि हाँ इसमें अच्छे काफ़ी मतलब टफ वेट है ये, पर लेकिन मुझे अपना भी देखना था कि मेरा गेम छूट जाता क्योंकि इंजरी ज़्यादा हो रही थी मेरे उस वेट कैटेगरी में, तो इस वजह से मैंने ये वेट चेंज किया है। कोई कंपटीशन के उससे नहीं किया, मैंने अपने वजह से किया कि मुझे वेट कम करने में प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी।
सेकंड टूर्नामेंट और इस वेट कैटेगरी में अपने सीधा छक्का लगाया, सिल्वर मेडल। बहुत कैसे हो, क्योंकि मुश्किल था ऐसे वेट कैटेगरी में भी आए और वर्ल्ड चैंपियन को भी आपने हराया, कैसा रहा ये टूर्नामेंट?
टूर्नामेंट तो बहुत अच्छा रहा मेरे लिए। इस साल का मतलब स्टार्टिंग ही मेरी अच्छी थी। फर्स्ट जीबी टूर्नामेंट जो फिनलैंड में हुआ था उसमें गोल्ड मेडल था। ये सेकंड टूर्नामेंट है, इसमें सिल्वर है। तो काफ़ी अच्छा था, एक्सपीरियंस भी काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिला है। और ये एशियन चैम्पियनशिप काफ़ी टफ है, तो इससे काफ़ी ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस आया मुझे कि मैं आगे भी कुछ अच्छा कर सकता हूँ।
इसके बाद है ओलंपिक क्वालिफायर स्टार्ट होंगे, तो नज़र है ओलंपिक क्वालिफायर, क्योंकि उससे वो सबका मेन थ्रस्ट है। उससे पहले आपने कहा आपके साथ आपके दो ऐसे खिलाड़ी हैं जो ऑलरेडी परफॉर्म कर चुके हैं पास में, गौरव बिदुरी और हुसामुद्दीन दोनों। सो तीनों में एक 3-वे रेस रहेगा, क्वालिफाई भी करना है और उसके साथ साथ ओलंपिक में भी खेलना है।
जी यस सर, ये तो सभी जितने कोई भी स्पोर्ट्समैन है उसका ड्रीम यही रहता है कि वो ओलंपिक्स खेले, उसमें एक अच्छा अचीव करे। तो कंपटीशन तो पहले इंडिया में पहले बहुत ज़्यादा है, फिर यहाँ पहले एक बार होने के बाद आप आगे का सोच सकते हो।
आपके कोच साहब आप सबको मंकी बुलाते हैं, तो मंकी क्यों और कैसे?
उनको शायद मंकी पसंद होंगे, तभी वो सभी को मंकी मंकी कहते हैं।
तो आपको और अपने नचाते रहते हैं आप लोगों को?
हाँ, कोई भी टूर्नामेंट में या कोई भी प्रैक्टिस सेशन के बाद अगर आप डांस करना चाहते हो, म्यूजिक तो चलता ही रहता है।
तभी मंकी की तरह
मंकी ऑलवेज, मतलब मंकी तो साथ में मुंह में रहता ही, उनके मंकी मंकी कहते रहते हैं।
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस। सो ये थे कविंदर बिष्ट, जो बता रहे थे कि उनका भी सपना है कि ओलंपिक के लिए क्वालिफाई करें, और टफ कंपटीशन रहेगा क्योंकि 56 केजी कैटेगरी में बहुत ही दिग्गज खिलाड़ी और खेल रहे हैं। तो कंपटीशन रहेगा, 3-वे कंपटीशन रहेगा इनके बीच में, लेकिन ये कॉन्फिडेंट है ओलंपिक के लिए अपनी दावेदारी पेश करने में। कैमरामैन अरविंद के साथ मैं तापस भट्टाचार्य, डीडी न्यूज़, दिल्ली।
The Executive Committee of the All India Football Federation has appointed Igor Stimac as the head coach of the senior men's team on a 2-year contract. Stimac comes with an experience of over 18 years in coaching, structuring and developing football and players in Croatia and internationally. As a coach, Stimac helped Croatia's qualification to the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. His last assignment was with the Al Shahania club in Qatar. As a player, he was part of the Croatia team which finished third at the 1998 World Cup in France. He was also a member of the team which qualified for the quarterfinals of 1996 European Championships in England. Besides, he was also a part of the Yugoslavia under-19 team which won the under-20 World Cup in Chile in 1987. Atletico Madrid striker Antoine Griezmann has announced he will be leaving at the end of this season after 5 years. The World Cup winner signed a 5-year contract last June, but Saturday's La Liga match against Levante will be his last for the club. The Frenchman has scored 133 goals in 256 appearances for Atletico since joining from yellow Spanish outfit Real Sociedad in 2014. He has won the Europa League, the Spanish Super Cup and the UEFA Super Cup during his time at Atletico, and has been the team's top scorer in each of the last 5 seasons. Griezmann will be the third high-profile player to leave Atletico this summer after defender Lucas Hernandez agreed to join Bayern Munich, and long-serving captain Diego Godin announced he would leave with his contract set to expire. And Manchester City retained the Premier League title on Sunday, that's on the 12th of May, securing the top spot with an emphatic 4-1 win at Brighton and Hove Albion on the final day of the season. City manager Pep Guardiola said the campaign was the toughest he's ever been involved in, saying the margins between victory and defeat are becoming razor thin in the modern game.
Amazing. So this league is the best managers that are here, and incredible players, and especially this rival we face this season. So give more credit what we have done. So last season was the first one. It was incredible good to be the first one. But from the beginning we realized Liverpool, it was incredible. So being out from the Carabao Cup and FA Cup soon, they haven't play, less games than us, but we're incredible consistent and nothing. So we are there. That is the toughest league or Premier League we have won from the beginning. I won in Spain, I won in Germany, but that is the toughest one, especially for the rival that we have to face all season.
And Liverpool's 29-year wait for a league title will continue after they had to settle for runners-up spot behind Manchester. It will be hard to stomach for Liverpool after such an excellent campaign. But Klopp's men, beaten just once in the Premier League this season, finished 1 point behind City with 97, a record total for a team coming runners-up.
It's really it's not a wonderful moment. It's not exactly like that. But we have enough time to find out to see exactly and feel maybe how brilliant the season was. It was brilliant. 97 points is incredible, and only because City is there, it's not enough. In each other country, it would have been easily enough. But here, that's how it is. No problem with that. That's the competition we are in. It's not a competition of 30 years ago, of 20 years ago, of 10 years ago. That's completely different. And these boys were really ready for it. And they have my maximum respect. Not only them, because I have to say, a lot of people say about the Liverpool supporters, base, whatever, they are so desperate about winning the league and stuff like that. How they followed this path, how they follow that way, is just incredible. It's this club is in the best moment for a long, long time, and it will not end because there's one team at a point more.
And 10th seed and home favourite Fabio Fognini swept aside former world number 5 Joe Wilfried Tsonga on Monday at the Italian Open in Rome, winning in straight sets 6-3, 6-4. He is joined in the second round by Denis Shapovalov, who saw off the challenge of last year's quarter-finalist Pablo Carreño Busta 6-3, 7-6. The Canadian faces a tough test in the second round though, as next up for him is world number 1 Novak Djokovic. And Rafael Nadal also gets his tournament underway in the second round. And the Spaniard is feeling positive despite his relative struggles so far this season. Nadal is yet to win a title in 2019 and has failed to dominate on the clay like in previous seasons.
I am there. I have been in 3 semi-finals in a row, well, 4 semi-finals in a row since Indian Wells. And that's it. That's tennis. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and it's true that I lost a couple of matches that playing good, probably I will win. But that's how it works. If you don't play enough good, then the opponent is good too, and the matches that I lost, I deserve to lose. Only one, my opinion, I deserve to win that I lost was against Kyrgios in Acapulco. The rest of the matches I lost, I deserve to lose. And I'm here to try my best another week.
And our news from the Cricket World Cup. The first 3 World Cups were about absolute dominance by the mighty West Indies until India changed it to win their first World Cup in 1983. It changed cricket in India, and the rest is history.
Come 30th May 2019, cricket fans around the world will be glued to their televisions as the highly anticipated 12th ICC Cricket World Cup starts. The first match is between South Africa and host country England, setting the scene for an exciting competition. We take a look at some of the exhilarating moments right from the 1975 Cricket World Cup. World Cup 1975, host England, champions Windies, runners-up Australia. The first World Cup final, played at Lord's between Australia and West Indies, enthralled the audience. Clive Lloyd, batting with heartwarming fluency, helped the Windies recover from a precarious position to reach 291. Viv Richards then showcased brilliant fielding to help them beat Australia by 17 runs. In virtual darkness at 9 o'clock, Lloyd and his teammates lifted the coveted World Cup trophy, and it turned out to be an epochal night for them. World Cup 1979. Host England, champions Windies, runners-up England. The 1979 World Cup followed a pattern of 60 overs per side and was played in white clothing and with red balls, mercilessly beating England to a pulp. Viv Richards propelled West Indies to 286 with his undefeated 138. He pulled, cut and drove with panache to leave England bowlers gasping for breath. Mike Beerley and Jeff Boycott brought up a 129-run opening partnership to give England some hope. However, all that evaporated once Joel Garner came into his own. The towering quick, who found himself twice on a hat-trick, boasted figures of 10 overs, 38 runs and 5 wickets. West Indies crushed England by 92 runs. Clive Lloyd's merry men made history again. World Cup 1983, host England, champions India, runners-up Windies. England were declared as hosts of the World Cup for the third successive time. Having won the previous 2 editions, West Indies entered the competition as clear favourites. It was the first time that Zimbabwe, winners of the 1982 ICC trophy, made an appearance in the tournament, which was played across 15 different venues. The defending champions hardly had to sweat on 22nd June 1983 as Malcolm Marshall and Andy Roberts shared 5 wickets between them to bowl out Pakistan for a paltry 184, before Vivian Richards' 80 took West Indies to their 3rd straight final. Despite posting a low total on the board, Kapil Dev's men put up a spirited show with the ball to bamboozle the title favourites in front of a capacity crowd at Lord's. Mohinder Amarnath starred, both with the bat and the ball, picking up 3 vital wickets after making a gutsy 80 ball 26 to help India get their hands on a World Cup trophy for the first time.
And now here's a SWOT analysis of the teams that are participating. Well, Steve Smith and David Warner have been named in Australia's World Cup squad after serving year-long bans for ball tampering. Former captain Smith and vice-captain Warner were fined and banned for their roles in the incident during the 3rd Test in South Africa in March 2018. Australia start their World Cup campaign against Afghanistan in Bristol on the 1st of June.
Australia's squad for the World Cup 2019 was announced with David Warner and Stephen Smith's return being the major highlight. Let's take a look at the SWOT analysis of the 5-time world champion. Strength. Australia's 5-pronged paced attack will consist of Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, Joy Richardson, Nathan Coulter-Nile and Jason Brandorf. It was Australia's pace battery which made a huge contribution to their 2015 World Cup win. Mitchell Starc ending up as the joint highest wicket taker along with Trent Boult. Josh Hazlewood, who was Starc's partner in crime in 2015, grew into being the #1 ODI bowler but has fallen out of favour. The Australian selectors have gone with Nathan Coulter-Nile, who also has the ability to score some quick-fire runs in the lower order. Leg spinner Adam Zampa has made a statement by picking up the most wickets for Australia in the ODIs this year and would be their lead spinner. Weakness. In a surprising move, Australia have not picked up any backup wicketkeeper in their World Cup squad. They have banked on Alex Carey, who is probably expected to bat at number 6 or 7. The next guy who can keep wicket is skipper Aaron Finch. In a long tournament where the team will play at least 9 matches, this might prove to be a double-edged sword. Although they do have Travis Head, Matthew Wade and Peter Handscomb as standby players, but they cannot be included in the playing 11 on immediate notice. Opportunity. There is a little doubt that both Stephen Smith and David Warner are world-class batsmen and are likely to have a major impact in the World Cup. With all that they have gone through in the last 1 year, it is the perfect time for them to bounce back and compensate to the extent possible by making the bat talk. Warner would do well to restore his image of the batting bully. Accepted that as opposed to Warner, Smith has not found great form in the Indian Premier League, but he will be the linchpin of the middle order. One should remember that Smith has never been a great T20 player and will show his true potential in the 50-over format. Threat. Starc and Richardson, though currently injured, are expected to be fit in time for Australia's first World Cup match on 1st of June in Bristol against Afghanistan. If the two don't recover early enough, it can weaken Australia's pace attack. Sports Desk, DD News.
And West Indies have named star players Chris Gayle and Andre Russell in their 2019 World Cup squad, although all-rounder Kieran Pollard was among those left out. Big-hitting opening batsman Gayle returned to the Windies one-day international side in the 2-all series draw against top-ranked England earlier this year, scoring 200s and 250s in 4 innings. Russell did not feature against England and has been struggling with injuries, playing a limited role with the ball in the ongoing Indian Premier League for Kolkata Knight Riders. But he has been in fine form with the bat and will bring vital power hitting to the middle order for the two-time world champions in England and Wales.
West Indies, champions of the first 2 World Cups in 1975 and 79, the West Indies appear doomed to endure a torturous tournament despite their recent Test Series win over England on home ground. Failed to get past the quarterfinals in 2011 and 2015 and were forced to qualify for 2019. West Indies won 8 of 18 ODIs in 2018, losing a home series against Bangladesh and coming off second best in India and a return trip to Bangladesh. In 2017, they managed just 3 wins in 22 games. Chris Gayle, edging closer to his 40th birthday, is the man expected to provide the fireworks before he retires. But it is 22-year-old Shimron Hetmyer who could be the team's standout star. Hetmyer led West Indies to the World Under-19 title in 2016.
And here's a SWOT analysis of the New Zealand team.
The Black Caps hope to shed their tag as World Cup's nearly men and claim the title after making the semi-final 6 times and once the final in 2015, when they suffered a heavy loss to Australia. While Kane Williamson has replaced Brendan McCullum as the captain, the core of the team that powered New Zealand to the 2015 decider remains. Although a recent strong run of form was marred somewhat by a 4-1 series loss to India in January, the biggest surprise is the inclusion of wicketkeeper Tom Blundell, who is yet to play a one-day international. Speedster Lockie Ferguson adds genuine pace to New Zealand's seam attack, regularly sending down 150 km/h thunderbolts and troubling batsmen with an array of bouncers and blistering yorkers. Ferguson has added some much-needed consistency to his game, and the Black Caps will be looking for the 27-year-old to ramp up the aggression and give them an intimidation factor in his first World Cup.
And well, that's it in this edition of Sports News. News and updates, however, continue on DD News. So stay tuned. Namaskar.